Hey everyone, Steve McDonald here, president of the Practical Social Media University. And I just want to say thank you for coming today. We are going to take you through a pretty hardcore training. We're not only going to focus on the all new features that Facebook has come out, really amazing lead generation opportunities where you can literally send unlimited amount of messages directly into the Facebook Messenger inbox for new leads. I'm going to show you how to do that, but I'm also going to show you how to use the most of your time, the limited amount of time that you have to work on your business. What are the fewest things that you need to do to get the biggest return on that time that you're investing? All right, but let me do this. Let me just welcome some of you here. I'm seeing you stream in. Melody, Nicola, Tracy, Vanessa, Lori, Jason. Okay, guys, here's what I want to do. Right before we get into this, I just want to do a quick sound check, okay? It's always good to make sure that you can hear me and that everything's okay, so just go over to the chat box if you can, and just type in, Steve can hear you, no problem, everything's okay, yes, whatever you want to do, and then we'll get right into this. Because what I'm going to show you is something that's absolutely phenomenal. We're going to put together 4 must-have action steps that you can immediately start to put into your business. And then I'm going to show you 5 amazing new ways that you can get new leads and get into these new private lead conversations inside of Facebook Messenger. And I'm going to take you through specific case studies of other social entrepreneurs that have gone before you and done this. In fact, everything you're going to learn here, I like to say, is streetwise because it's been put to the online streets many, many, many times, and all the feedback has come in. So there's no better time for you to be here right now and listening to this kind of a training to apply to your business. So let me do this. Let me just go and check over here and see if the sound and everything's okay, and then we'll just dive right in, okay? Let's see, Cass, I can hear you. Fantastic. Spencer, yes. Laura, we can hear you. Katie sounds great. Moxie, Galen, Richard can hear you. Guys, this is fantastic. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to make sure that we start out with what I think is some of the biggest opportunities for you, but also the easiest for you to take advantage of. So, are you ready here? Facebook feature alert. Here's what the big opportunity that Facebook has come out with. When you literally, off of your Facebook page, create a post, and you can boost that post out, right? Or you can just leave it as a regular post. But anybody who comments on that post, you can now send a private message into Facebook Messenger. You create the message in advance once, right? In context of your page and your brand and everything, and that particular post. And then every time somebody comments below, you can send them an automated message. And when they open it up and they interact with it in any way, guess what happens? Well, they become what's now called a subscriber of your Facebook page, which allows you to message them one-on-one anytime that you want. You can also, just like email, send out broadcasts or blasts to all your subscribers or just portions of your subscribers at any time. So this opens up an entire new world of not only leads coming to you through your Facebook posts and boosted posts, and we're going to show you in just a second here how you do that, how you get started, but also you can message with them one-on-one or broadcast at any time, okay? So here's my promise, all right? I just want to make sure that everything that we're going to talk about here today is absolutely newbie friendly. You can start from scratch. In fact, no leads, no list, no following, big followings on social media. Well, guess what? No problem. Okay, because everything that we're going to talk about here, I'm going to show you has been implemented by people that are brand new, right? Brand new in promoting their business, brand new to a Facebook page, brand new to marketing, don't have marketing background, any kind of a technical background or expertise. This is simple to execute if you follow the plan. So the right leads coming to you and automatically inside one-on-one conversations in Facebook Messenger, okay? So let's do this. I want to give you one example here of kind of what happens on the bigger picture, and then I'm going to dive into some individual case studies, all right? So this is Mark Hildebrand, and his niche that he reaches out to is police officers. He's a police officer himself and reaches out to other police officers and what he calls first-time responders. And he does this business on the side because he's still a police officer. But he reaches out to about 80,000 new prospects in a week's time through low-cost Facebook-boosted posts and ads. Now, on the side, he does this business, right? He earns $50,000 a year working 2 hours a day. This was a recent training class that I did, the title slide from that. So that's just kind of a bigger picture. Let me just dive in now. Let me give you some specific examples of how to get conversations going, okay? So this is a woman, Mary Van Doren, and she reaches out to other women who are diabetic. Okay, so her business is all about serving other diabetic women. This is just a simple post on her Facebook page one Wednesday. Wishful Thinking Wednesday. If you could choose one food and make it completely carb and calorie-free, what food would you choose? Let's stream together and I'll send you the link to my diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. Now look down below. Do you see the 118 comments? Well, that's 118 times she sent automatically a message directly into the Facebook Messenger inbox of all of these people. Let me just show you what that message was. There's a really easy way to do it. Just put the message in. You just type it in, you save, right? Hey, first name, because Facebook knows everybody's first name. Wouldn't it be nice if we could pick and choose which foods have carbs on which days? I know it's hard to please the carb lovers in our lives. Well, keeping our numbers in check. So here's the link to get my free diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. There's the link to her site, her blog. Thanks for dreaming with me. Now, when they click on that, they've interacted with this message. They've become a subscriber of Mary. And she's already providing value. It was a simple post, right? That she asked a very simple question. We've seen these kind of posts all over Facebook, and really easy replies down into the comments that triggers this whole automatic interaction. Now, look at this. I got 71 total subscribers from that campaign. Remember, 118 messages were sent out automatically from everybody who was posting. And I said to her, this is all over Facebook Messenger, back and forth, not bad for $25. That's just 35 cents a lead, already in a one-on-one private conversation inside of Facebook Messenger. Now, here's what's great. Is you can't be on Facebook, you can't be on social media 24/7, but the time to initiate a new lead conversation is when? When they saw your post in their news feeds, right? And they stopped, they read, they commented. That's when you should be at that moment sending them that automatic message. Now, you can continue with an automatic message, or you can just carry the conversation on from there yourself. All right, so here's another really great case study. This is Monica. And Monica, her business is all in service of other moms that live on farms, live rural. She calls it her country girl sisterhood. So she reaches out to others that are part of the sisterhood. Now, she got 61 all-new one-on-one lead conversations started in one weekend for 22 cents, all from a single Facebook post. So here's her, this is a very simple just post she put up on her Facebook page, right? Play along with us and type a smell in the comments. Please like my page, and she's got these great hashtags there. It just means that it just really reinforces and helps what her brand is all about and who she is serving. Name a smell that a country girl likes, but other people would think stinks. Right? Now look at this interaction, okay? Do you see on the right side of the page here 433 comments? It actually went up over 500. That's 500 private messages that she sent to the inbox of people that are in her perfect customer niche for her business. Now, she also got 203 reactions, 96 shares. Look at comments down below about those smells. WD-40, fresh hay. Let me blow it up. I'm going to show you a few more here. The barn, horses, fresh cut hay, cow poop. You know these are people that are in her sisterhood, right? Her country girl sisterhood, by the way that they're even reacting here or commenting down below. But you see where it says page responded privately? That's that private message that Monica sent out over 500 times. Oh my goodness, right? So here's an example of the message. This is just a screenshot from her inbox, right, from her Facebook page. And this is a woman, Alberta, that had commented down below. And this in the blue is what Monica automatically created and sent to Alberta. Thanks for commenting horses and all kinds of animal poop. One hands down on smells that we country girls love. But there are so many great ones. Should I do a favorite food or a favorite horse color next? I appreciate you playing along. And then down below that is a reply. So remember what I said, to get a subscriber to do this one-on-one conversation, right, you have to have them interact with the message that you sent. So Monica chose to ask them another question. Now, Alberta replied, became a subscriber at the same time. I do the horse color, although I only own brown horses, but I'm more of a cattle girl. I love my cows more than any other farm animal. So look at this. This is now a second automated message, right? So women like Alberta or Carrie, who replied, opened it up, and Monica then put in an offer, okay? And this is a free offer to join her private Facebook group. Carrie, would you love to join our group, Country Girl Sisterhood? The group is all about support, motivation, staying strong and healthy in order to continue to live the life we love. Click on the button below and then click like on my page, Country Girl Sisterhood. So she's getting them into a private Facebook group as a next step with her and her business. I'm going to talk about low cost, free actually, low risk then, ways that you can get people involved in your business, okay? This is one of them, so keep that in mind because I'm going to keep going through this. I'm going to come back to these free Facebook groups. So this is now back and forth between Monica and I on Facebook Messenger. That's right, and wow, 61 new subscribers, and if you take out the first $15, okay, so the 61 that she got in one weekend over 48 hours, she spent $15 on a boosted post on that smell post on her Facebook page. And 61 divided into 15, that's 22 cents. She said, exactly, it's great. Now, she also wrote back, it was really easy to set up the auto responses. I actually had Steve's video from Practical Social Media University running. As I was setting it all up, I just paused the video and did each step. So now this is Raquel, another entrepreneur. She got 21 new subscribers just the day before from posting a question about coping skills. Now, her business is all about helping moms of autistic children. Unfortunately, there's a large market for that, unfortunately. But she did a $4.84 boosted post off of just a post that she put up on her Facebook page that asked them, her audience, her niche, just to post a little GIF, because when you comment, you can do a little GIF about an animated image, a GIF, about what kind of coping skills you needed as an autistic mom. Now look at this. She said before I had Cricket, she had over 1,600 people on her Facebook page, and she would get no kind of engagement whatsoever. But now she's getting this kind of a reaction because she not only talked to just her niche, right, but she talked in a way that gave them an easy way to interact with her and her an easy way to get into these conversations. And she said, I was starting conversations with all of them. She got so overwhelmed with so many new conversations coming in that she actually stopped the boosted post at $4.84. And that's how she got 21 new leads into one-on-one conversations. Those are the subscribers to her Facebook page now. Now, here's another entrepreneur, Melissa. I created my first post and boosted it and also attached the message bot. Now, what's the message bot? It's also known as a chat bot. It's just a new term. That's right. It's the technology that Facebook has created so that you can interact between your Facebook page and people like in their Facebook Messenger inbox. And I said, did you do all this morning? And she said, yes, I did. It's super easy to do. So does this sound easy enough to you? Guys, let's get some interaction going here, right? Go to the chat box. Put in yes, whatever you want over there, if this sounds like something that you could do for your business. Because we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of members of the university that are doing this for their business. It is one of the easiest ways to create not only new leads, all new leads, because this was a boosted post. These examples I showed you here were boosted posts. So you boost it out, you get in front of tens of thousands of people that are perfect for your business, right? And you're playing the numbers game, right? Because we need new leads, but we need a number of these new conversations coming in, turning into leads that we could then take through the steps and get involved in our business. So the first part is getting new leads, okay? We want you to have a wealth of new leads for your business. So let me just go over and see what you said over here, okay? Katie, yes, fantastic. Dan, yes. Donna, yes. Allison, yes. Terry, Melissa, Jean, for sure. Zoe, yes. Pam, I know I can do this. I know you can too, Pam. Heather, sounds great. Okay, let's do this. Let me move on, all right? Because there's a lot more for me to take you through. This is just the first of 5 what I'm calling magnetic conversation starting ideas. So if you're all excited already, just wait to see what's coming up. So remember my promise, right? Newbie friendly, start from scratch, but you've got to do it with a plan, right? And so that's where we're going to have these must-have action steps that you've got to do for your business. Now, this plan is a combination of marketing 101 fundamentals. Like if you went to the business library and you checked out books on marketing or business, they would make these kind of marketing fundamental recommendations. Okay, you've got to have them in place. And then, like I said, I've worked with over 8,500 entrepreneurs. So all of this is time tested. And then we're taking things like the chat box and what you can do inside of Facebook Messenger, these new conversation starting tools. We're putting it all together in one plan for you here, all right? So the result is I'm going to give you 4 must-have action steps and 5 of the fastest ways to start Facebook lead conversations, all right? Now, automated lead conversations, right? So here's some of the highlights from this plan. Custom leads, just the right people that you've handpicked. And I'm going to talk about low-cost Facebook ads, boosted posts, and other kinds of ads. Because I want you testing this and refining it and then spending the kind of money that it deserves that you want to have because you've tested it and you know the kind of return that you're getting. So there's easy, low-cost ways for you can test this out. All right. And when I talk about low cost, I mean, I'm talking about like for $1 a day, you can test these things out. Now, you also get these leads coming to you, right? So your marketing efforts are all then going to generate new leads coming to you that you work with in the business. Pretty good idea, right? So how does this help get customers and grow my business? How do you get customers and clients and scale up? Well, if you can get the new lead conversation started, right? That's the first thing. And it's about adding value. You saw in the examples, the case studies I already gave, where Mary, she had the diabetic-friendly crockpot cookbook. Monica, she had the free Facebook group. While you do these, and they may seem like kind of silly little posts to begin with here, but I'm going to show you other kinds of posts and ads that you can do. But even these ones, they're all about adding value. They're all about having fun, getting those new leads, getting the new conversations, but adding value right away. Low-cost ways to people that they're going to start getting value from you online and start purchasing your products and your services, all right? Now, I love that you're here because if you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, then nobody can stop you. So let me show you some other non-stop ways that you can get leads, okay? Here's Facebook. Let me just take a little bit, the messenger inbox here, right? Let me just explain a little bit about what's going on here. Because we've kind of thought about this as just this inbox-outbox, right? Well, here's Mark Zuckerberg, right? King Guba, CEO, founder of Facebook. This is at his latest developers conference. And he's going over their 10-year roadmap. Now, right in the middle of it, you see Messenger there. It's super important to them. Super important to you and your business too. Did you know that there are now over 1.2 billion active monthly users on Facebook Messenger? This is where the conversation is happening. Now also, if you took the top 4 messaging apps, of which Facebook Messenger is one, and you compared monthly active users to the total top 4 social networks, the monthly apps have taken over in total active users, even above the total social networks. It's amazing. It's not only where the conversation's happening, it's where the volume of conversation's happening. So this, if you don't have a messenger marketing strategy in your business and your marketing online, then you need to get one. So I'm glad you're here because we're going to give it to you in spades. So here's Mary and here's Mark. We've talked about them before. Mary gets over 300 leads every single month. Mark gets over, on average, 250 plus monthly leads every single month. So here is the first must-have action step, okay? If you haven't gotten already an idea, it's about focus. It's about picking a target market niche, a perfect customer or client avatar for you and your business. Now, I don't want you to take it from me, my opinion, or Mary or Mark or anybody else here, right? This is one of these marketing fundamentals. Here's Inc. magazine, how to narrow your target market. Companies that try to be all things to all customers are sure to fail. Here's Entrepreneur magazine, why serve a niche market? A jack of all trades is a master of none. A deep understanding of their customers and their customers' needs and the ability to stay engaged with those customers. You have to have that understanding, right? You couldn't have had the success, even with these simple, easy posts that we've been showing you, if you didn't have an understanding of your target market niche. Now, if you went to Google and you put in Wikipedia target market, this is what comes up. A well-defined target market is the first element to a marketing strategy. So this is why it's foundational. It's our number one must-have action step. You've got to know who in particular that you're serving online. Now look at this. This is another one of our university members, an entrepreneur. She's a music teacher by day and has a business on the side. And this is a woman, Shauna, that became a part of her business. She said, I think the part that really drew me in was that you're a music teacher also. So not only can you do these kind of things on the side, but this really, in this particular place, she reached out to people who were exactly like her. Now, no matter what the target market niche that you're focusing in on, I'm going to say minimally, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that you can reach out to online. You can have a never-ending stream of leads coming to you in your business and getting inside of one-on-one private conversations right from the start in Facebook Messenger. And by the way, Facebook Messenger messages are opened at 85 to 95% of the time. I get those numbers. My members of the university get those numbers. That's a fact. So this far, far outstrips the list in the return or the opens that you can get on email. So this is just, the benefits just keep going on and on. All right. So here's the second must-have action step. All right. It's all about scale. What I want you to do is gain efficiencies in your business and be doing things more, instead of more manually one-on-one, more one-to-many, okay? So let me give you a couple examples here. If you've never prospected on the social networks, you can. When you know who your perfect customer niche is, they're so easy to pinpoint. And when they're so easy to pinpoint, then you can find them much easier, much more efficiency. And if you have a message, right, and you serve just them and just them as a niche market, then they're much more apt to respond as well. So here's an entrepreneur, Shannon, and she said after coming through our university, she said, can I just say that this is crazy what an abundance of possibilities and endless people there are to connect through the different social media platforms. If anyone dares say they don't have anyone to talk to, well, you might just want to find a different excuse for why you're not succeeding. Just have your blog and your profile set up so that people know what you're about. Now, a blog, we're highly recommending, it's going to be one of our must-have action steps. You have a blog. It's just a website for your business. Now, we're not actually recommending you become a hardcore blogger. You might want to do that, but that's not a key to the success that we're talking about here. Now, she also talks about profiles. We're going to talk a lot about that coming up as well. So here's magnetic conversation starting idea number 3 of 5. Low-cost Facebook boosted posts or ads that go into free, or what I'm calling challenge groups. It's where people have to buy product or service to get into that group. So earlier we talked about Monica, right? And she got people like crazy into her free Country Girl Sisterhood group. Okay, so let me expand on that a little bit. This is what Mark does, by the way, too. Remember, he reaches out to 80,000 prospects. He gets over 250 people every single month into his free Facebook group, where he then goes through the use of free services, and then from there upsells them to his paid services that he has for his business. So, and this is, remember, he's earning $50,000 a year doing this on the side, working just 2 hours a day. Okay, so here's Mary. Remember she had that link to download the Diabetic Friendly Crockpot Cookbook? She also has a free Facebook group where she goes over for, I think it's 7 days. She has 7 different recipes that she goes over in 7 days. So she's adding value, one to many. She gets over 250 as well, new people in her diabetic woman audience into her free Facebook group every single month. This is doing things on scale, right? Being efficient. And now guess what? She also, and Mark and everybody here that we're talking about, they use the same Facebook boosted posts or ads every single month, right? They just have a time in the month where they run them. They fill up their groups like this right here, and they've got leads that they're in conversation with and talking with right away, instantly. So let me say, this is all about these low-risk offers, right? Offers are a marketing 101 fundamental. And having offers that are low-risk, free, and offers that are paid where you buy your products and services, that's part of marketing your business, right? Now, just some other examples, and there's a world of examples that you can do for these free Facebook groups. And this is just one of many ways that you can get leads, okay? But I'm just going to give you a bunch of ideas here. Beauty tips, recipes, fashion tips, clean eating, how-tos, exercising, budgeting, decluttering. You could be into serving mountain bikers, right? And a free group for tips on not bonking while in the middle of a ride. We had a guy do that. It was fantastic. Or they can be like really niche focused. So we had a teacher that was reaching out to other teachers just in total. And she said, as a teacher, we don't drink a lot during the day because we don't have time to go to the bathroom. We're always in front of our kids. Even at lunch, we're returning emails and on the phone to parents and putting out fires. And I said, really, is this really that big of a problem? She said, oh yeah, there's like greeting cards written about it. In her very first month, she got 350 people into her free hydration, how to stay hydrated during the day as a teacher group. Guys, is this making sense? I mean, everything that we're talking about here is using easy Facebook posts, boosted posts, or ads to get in front of your perfect customer or client avatar, a perfect niche for your business. Now, let me just show you something over here. This is another entrepreneur, Elizabeth, running my biggest clean eating group ever. So lots of conversations and follow-ups to do. Yes, a total of 63 people that joined. Yes, it's all from that one post that she boosted out. It got 17 shares, that post, and she paid $18 over 5 days. So she is tickled pink because she's got, in 5 days' time, 63 new leads. They're inside of a private group and inside of a one-on-one conversation with her automatically. So tell me, can you do this kind of stuff? Go over to the chat box. Let's get some interaction going here because I'm excited. I hope that you're seeing. These are just, you may have tried groups, you may not have. I'm going to go over a number of really easy opportunities for getting lead generation that you could be doing online because you know every business out there is about creating new relationships and getting new relationships created in volume and starting out by creating relationships where you're adding value. That's what we do online as social entrepreneurs. We add value, we add value, we add value. And we're going to start getting then return on our investment in our time. All right, so let me go over here, okay, and see what you guys are saying. Charity makes total sense. Moxie, I will do it. I love it. Holly, yes, super easy. Susanna, this sounds awesome. I had no idea. Isabel, for sure. Parker, sure can. Kim, wow. Okay, let's keep going because I got a lot more that we're going to cover here. And I want to make sure we have a time for a Q&A at the end as well. Now, here's an entrepreneur, Sammy. She suffers from PCOS. She reaches out to other women that suffer from PCOS. She spent $27.95. She did a clean eating group too. She got 96 people into that group for $27.95 in a day and a half. Now, inside of that group, I was asking, has the engagement been in this group better or worse, than other groups you've had before? She said, it's night and day. It's almost funny, and I'm more excited about it. I definitely had lost my passion with a lot of groups that she had done that flopped, quite frankly, right? And everyone is so supportive of one another because everyone gets what everyone else is going through. When you reach out to this perfect niche, right, and you get a community of people that are like-minded, that all get what everybody else is like, and they look at you and they understand you're an expert or you're one of them. They look at you and they say, you get our crazy life. You get what's going on here, right? And the interaction overall in groups, on your posts, on your page, anywhere you are, it goes up. And that engagement goes up in the whole lead follow-up and conversion process as well. So how many leads do you want this next week? 50, 60, 5, 75, 100? Well, do this. Go over and post into the chat. I want to see what you're saying over there, right? Because you shouldn't have a problem with getting new leads again. And we've just started to scratch the surface here on the kinds of ideas that you can do to bring new leads online to you and your business. But I want to know, because what I want you doing is spending a lot less time in your business trying to market and get new leads. And what I want you to do is have all that time so that you can actually work with these leads, right? That's the whole follow-up and conversion process. What I didn't say before when I mentioned that is, did you know that literally 85% of sales come after 5 or more follow-ups? That's amazing, right? So you need to have a follow-up plan. You need to have the ability to have these one-on-one conversations easy, right? You need to have a plan that follows up and gets those conversions. So having one-on-one conversations built into this whole system is really, really important. Let me go see what you're saying over here, okay? Kayla, 100. I love it. Becky, 75. Jeremy, 65. Let me skip around here a little bit. Christine, 100. Narelle, 75. Yolanda, 200. Kylie, I'd be happy with 50. Fantastic, Kylie. I'd love to get you 50 new leads this next week. Kara, I want to get a Facebook group going and get 100 new followers in a week. Yes. B, 300. Wow. Megan, 65. Helen, 250. Tyria, I'm with Yolanda at 200. You gotta reach for the stars. Shalga, 250. Kelly, 200. Deborah, 100. Guys, oh, I love this. Okay, I'm so excited because when you do the follow-up process, there's all kinds of things that we're going to show you how to do, okay? But what I want to do is I want to transition from free groups and what I'm calling challenge groups or paid Facebook groups, where in order to get in, they have to buy a product or a product pack or some kind of a bundle you have or a service that you have in order to get into the group. And then inside of that group, you're adding value on top of that product or pack or on top of that service because you're helping take everybody through how they use it. So you're just adding value on what you already offer. But to get in, they got to buy, all right? So here's Mary, and I'm going to follow Mary along a lot because I want to show you how one entrepreneur can use a whole bunch of different ideas to get leads coming into her business. So let me show you her paid or her challenge group, okay? So this is the bottom of a Facebook boosted post. And I've been seeing all over where people are saying, yeah, boosted posts are dead. That's not the way to go. Let me tell you, we're having tremendous success with all of our students in the university who are using boosted posts to get these new leads in and coming and going. And one of the reasons why you want to use boosted posts is because that is how you can then send automatically a message to people who comment on that boosted post. So here's Mary's boosted post for her challenge group where people have to buy her product pack, okay? Now you can see up here, you can click and join the group, right? Or comment interested below, because every time somebody comments, right, you can send an automatic message. Let me blow this up here. 79 comments. That's 79 one-on-one conversations that Mary can start because she's automatically sending a message into their Facebook Messenger inbox. It actually got up way over 125, by the way. 67 shares, 612 reactions. Do you see interested down below? And where Paige responded privately, that's that automatic message. Now, out of this, automatically, right, because Mary put this boosted post together and she runs the same boosted post every month, by the way. And in her group, she automatically posts into the group. She knows exactly what she's going to post because she does the same group every month too. So these efficiencies, getting scale in your business, big part of this, right? Now, by using a boosted Facebook post and this chat bot, right, to send those messages, Mary got 92 leads that knew they needed to pay. Up higher in her boosted post, she talked about, buying this product pack that she has and getting into this group. 92 leads they know they need to pay. Now, this is amazing because remember, Mary gets 250 into her free Facebook group every month. So add another 92 on top of that. That's where we get way over 300 leads every single month from these free and paid Facebook groups that she does. Now, you may never have done a group like this before. That's okay. Remember, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to load you up with a ton of new ideas that we can help you with or you can immediately start doing in your business. All right, so the whole idea of a chat bot, it's just huge, right? Automatic conversations around topics that you pick, right? Because it's a post that you put up and it's a post you just leave there or you boost it out. When you boost it out, you get in front of tens of thousands of people in your target market niche. So we really recommend you do these low-cost boosted posts. So around the topics you pick on that post through instant one-on-one messaging inside of Facebook Messenger, right? Where we get the screenshots or we get the screen notifications, the dings, we know when we get messages inside of Facebook Messenger. So it's better responses. That's that 85 to 95% open rate. And it comes at the perfect time because you don't have to be on Facebook all the time for this to happen. But you want to start that conversation out automatically when that person's interacting with you and your page online through your post. And remember, no tech skills needed, right? So all of this is inside of the university now. The whole Facebook Messenger training is inside right now and waiting for you. But I want to give you another must-have action step, okay? This is a hugely important part. Remember I said we're going to have 3. I've gone through 2 already. It's all about the message. Because if you're going to create these new relationships, and if you do it correctly, you do it with built-in trust and credibility by what you say in that message. And if you can build trust and credibility with a cold audience, a market of people that have never met you or even heard of your business before, that's who you're going to boost these posts or do these ads for, right? But if you can create trust and credibility through that message as well as doing that offer, then that's a home run. So let me just show you. This is what the Harvard Business Review talks about, the new science of customer emotions. I know that you've heard of the importance of emotional selling. All right, so I want you to use what Harvard is talking about to get better interactions, more leads, more results out of your campaigns that you have up. So why emotional connections matter. Most companies fail to align themselves with the emotions that drive their customers' most profitable behaviors. What are the most profitable behaviors of becoming a customer or client of your business? And how do we drive more of that kind of behaviors? What are the emotional triggers that we can use? Now, this is Nielsen, the TV ratings people, right? Also a very well-respected worldwide research company. We're ruled by our emotions, and so are the ads we watch. It's no secret that emotions are central to advertising. They're at the heart of the relationship we have with brands. They drive our non-conscious decisions and play a major role in our conscious decisions too. Now, here's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I know it's somewhere in school, somewhere, you've heard of this, been exposed to it. Every basic human need is on this pyramid. And they are all based in emotion, except for the very bottom one, physiological needs, which is food, shelter, and water. But safety and security, love and belonging, self-esteem, self-actualization. Your business, your brand, and what you do for your perfect customer avatar, your perfect customer niche, right, is on one of those top levels, emotional levels of this pyramid. That's emotional selling. That's doing what Harvard is talking about, using those emotional triggers to get people to become customers and clients of your business. Now, guys, tell me in the chat, does this make sense, right? I know you've heard of the emotional selling term. It is super important. When you're trying to get new leads coming to you through a simple Facebook post or ad that you put up into the news feeds, what you say and how you pull at and understand those emotional triggers is absolutely important. And here's what I want to do. I want to take you through exactly what you can, a case study, so you can see. So this isn't just this kind of like strategy amorphous thing. I want you to see exactly how an emotional unmet need, a trigger, is put into a Facebook boosted post that helps drive all this kind of interaction and new lead generation, all right? But I know you've been going over to the chat and putting all kinds of stuff in there. So let me go see what you're saying over here. Vanessa, yes. All right, it makes sense. Fantastic. Kari makes sense. Melanie, totally. Marcos, perfect sense. Sherry, it sure does. I can't wait. Love it. I love it. Ramy, is that how you say it? I'm liking this. Rolanda, so true. Oh, Shelby, I love this. I took a whole class on emotional selling. This is super important. Absolutely. I can't underscore the importance of emotional selling and making sure this whole system, this plan, Marketing 101 Fundamentals use emotional selling. And that's why we have this plan for you here, okay? All right, so remember I said I'm going to show you exactly, and I'm going to keep in the trail here of Mary to show you one entrepreneur, how she's doing all these different things, right? But she's a diabetic woman that reaches out. Remember, her market, her business serves other diabetic women, okay? And I said, well, Mary, what's the unmet emotional need for you and your business and with your niche? And she said, well, even our families, they don't understand what we go through. I said, well, what do you mean? She says, well, I'm diabetic. My husband's not diabetic. My kids aren't diabetic. They can't possibly understand what it's like to be a diabetic woman and all that comes with that. But my perfect customer group, my niche, my avatar, they do. Okay, so I showed you before the bottom of the Facebook boosted post that Mary did. This is the top of that post. Hey, sugar mamas, let's talk. The reality of diabetes is it's overwhelming having to manage blood sugars while handling day-to-day responsibilities, taking care of our families, and working every day. The people closest to us often don't understand what we go through to manage our numbers and our A1Cs. So right away at the beginning, without having this feel like a post that's like a sales message, right? You're right away just kind of creating the relationship. Hey, let's talk. Hey, the reality of this is, right? And you're proving you get it, right? Whether you're one of them or whether you're an expert at serving them, they're going to see you understand them and their crazy lives. This is where you build that trust and credibility right from the very beginning. Now, here's another example. Okay, this is from an entrepreneur, Linda Hopkins. She has a daycare and on the side has started her business serving other daycare providers. Now, this was a non-boosted post that went up on her new Facebook page she created specifically for her target market niche of other daycare providers. This was up 2 weeks after starting this page from scratch. So look at this, 780 likes, 96 comments, 232 shares. Here's to you, daycare providers, to you who kisses boo-boos and wipes tears, who cleans butts with flair and catches puke with class, who gives comfort to scared little hearts and drinks pretend tea when it's given to you, who wipes noses 1,000,000 times in one day and reads the same story over and over again, who takes criticism but keeps smiling even though you're hurt, and works long hours even though you're tired. Here's to you, daycare providers, who give of yourselves every day and understand you are here to love, provide, and protect. Oh my goodness! You just couldn't. You couldn't have written anything, a post like that was so rich in understanding the emotions and the triggers for that audience if you were trying to be everything or close to it to everybody, right? Knowledge, plus those emotional triggers that creates huge engagement and lead opportunity for you and your business. Now, here's another post that Linda did for her daycare providers. Has your daycare ever felt like a war zone? Mine has. This is daycare. Now, as a father, I don't want to drop my kids off at daycare and think it's a war zone, but I guarantee you other daycare providers feel that way. 787 likes, 127 comments, 205 shares. This is super important stuff, guys. Remember, why serve a niche market? A jack of all trades is a master of none. Right? We want you to make sure that you have a very good understanding of who your niche is. That was why it was our #1 must-have action step. All right? So Marketing 101 principles, right? Now, here's the last of fourth of four must-have action steps. I've still got 2 other magnetic conversation starting ideas that we haven't even talked about yet and to go over. But you need to have a website, a blog, right? You can't be a business these days. You can't be an entrepreneur that's promoting your business online and not have a website. So we recommend a blog, which is just a website that has a little bit more functionality, easier for things like your blog posts to be found and automatically sent to people. But this is Mary. Remember I said I'm going to keep kind of everything, through one line of thinking here so you can see how one entrepreneur has just kind of done it all. So years ago, we put together a blogging service that makes it just super, super easy to put up a blog representing your business. So let me show you Mary's blog here, okay? This is the top of the homepage. And all she did, she said, I did this all, I customized it for my diabetic female niche. There's kind of like an about section on the homepage. She said, I did it all, and I had no technical ability whatsoever. And I didn't even have to ask my teenage son or my husband for any help. You got testimonials here are her blog posts. She literally focuses so little on her blog as the amount of time that she has in her business. She said, I think maybe once a week I'll put up a blog post and it takes me about 25 minutes to do and it's done, right? But the bottom line here is there's so much that you can do. And we talked to other entrepreneurs that were trying to hire developers and spending thousands of dollars and not liking what they got. And there was so much custom code that was put into it that they didn't even know how to make changes to things. Or they went the other super low cost route and they had a bunch of blank white pages in front of them and they never got it up. So the bottom line, we put together a service and it comes with content already. So you just go in, you just customize the homepage and put an offer or two up, one or two posts that let people know that you are in service of serving them and you are off and running. So the service comes with existing content. So you can just focus on the homepage and putting an offer or two up, right? And maybe a blog post or two. And you can do this. Mary, she said, I customized my blog in one evening. Now you've got total control because you're the admin of this. And our blog service is a technology on top of WordPress. More than 1 out of 5, almost 1 out of 4 new sites that go up online use WordPress. So it's a great way to go. And you have total control over it. In fact, there's even a client area, right? So when people become customers and clients, you can do a password protected area, things that you share for them. We've bought thousands of dollars in extras. So you have really easy to use tools that you don't have to pay for, like putting up forms, so people fill in a small form and become a lead on your site. Maybe they download something. We answer all of your questions. You look the part of a real legitimate business, right? In service of your niche. You can scale your business. This is the referral center. You need to have a home base for your business online and a referral place where every single lead that you come in contact with gets referred to this. And then you can do all kinds of things like remarket to them. It's just the beginning of being a legitimate social entrepreneur. And it's all newbie friendly. So let's do this. Remember I said 4 must-have action steps. We've gone over those. You got to have focus, right? You got to have focus in your business. You got to have scale in your business. You got to understand the message, the unmet emotional needs, and you've got to have a site. You got to have a blog. Now I've gone over 3 of the 5 fastest ways to start conversations, right? But before I go any farther, let me just ask, and I'm going to ask you to go over into the chat box because none of this is theory, right? These are all marketing 101 fundamentals. Ways to start conversations, market your business, low cost, low risk, paid offers, right? So here's what I want you to do. Does this make sense? Are you seeing a sense of a very well laid out plan that you can try out and you can test for just a few dollars? Go into the chat box. Let me know what's going on here, okay? Because what I want to communicate, we could spend all night talking about this, but I want to communicate very quickly in this class is the few things that you need to do to get this up and running and get in front of tens of thousands of perfect new customers or clients for your business. That's your niche. That's your avatar for your business, all right? So let me do this. Let me go over and let me just see what you're saying over here. Mary, great info. Kate, awesome. Rebecca, makes complete sense. I love it. Mike, interesting. Tiffany, great job. Amber, sounds great. Yolanda, keep going. I plan on it, believe me here. I want to get to the Q&A at the end here. Kara, perfectly laid out. Jesse, this is great. Julie, understanding so much more than I thought. Tara, me too. Okay, guys, let's keep going here, right? Because remember I said coming up there were 2 more magnetic conversation starting ideas? Well, they're around fan prospecting, the likes you can get on your Facebook page, a great way that you can do that, and how you can do online classes like the one that we're doing here, right? Plus, another bonus, I'm going to show you how you can broadcast out with Facebook Messenger and not get in Facebook jail because you're sending too many messages out at the same time, right? 3 great ideas. But what I want to do is I want to show you what it's like if you want faster, longer lasting results with your business. I want to give you a little bit of an idea what it's like to be, just for a few minutes here, a member of our university. Now, we have all the steps in this plan, way more than I talked about here, in bite-sized chunks. And there's steps, fast-track steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And if you have any questions, they're all up and online for you to do at your own time. And when you have questions, you just ask us. But if you get involved in the university, I want to make sure you've got 6 different bonuses coming your way here. The first one is a swipe and use, a copy and use file that you customize for your profiles. Remember when Shannon was talking about have your profile set? Everything you do online, you're 1 click away from your profile, right? This is the secrets to what your niche wants and what you need to include in a perfect profile. All right, so we're going to give that to you. Also, I showed you the top and the bottom of the Facebook boosted post or ads that you can do, right, to get people involved with you in your business. There's actually a 7-part ad template. And I'm going to go over every single part in this bonus and show you exactly what you need to do, and you just customize it for you. So you get out in front of your perfect customer niche, tens of thousands at a time. You build trust and credibility. You build that relationship. While at the same time, you're actually offering free or paid opportunities for them to become a part of your business. Now, I love this. This is a member of our university, an entrepreneur, Amanda. She's that music teacher. She has a 6-stage closing process, all right? And remember that stat where 85% of all sales happen after 5 or more follow-ups? Here's this plan, all right? Because every stage has a closing script. And in stage 2, there are over 12 different interview questions that you can use in the follow-up process. Okay? You don't have to use all of them, but what happens is as you start asking these questions of your leads, guess what happens? They answer them, they start closing themselves. Amanda closes 1 out of 3. She does a paid group too, where you've got to buy her product in order to get into her Facebook group. She closes more than 1 out of 3, a third of those leads. Just amazing. We're going to give that to you. Now, we also take subject matter like Facebook, really important, and we create a whole boot camp that you're going to get access to, the Facebook Neverending Leads Bootcamp, where we go over advanced Facebook targeting strategies, Facebook Live secrets, expert Facebook Messenger marketing strategies. We've just kind of scratched the surface on that so far, secrets to increasing Facebook ad performance, and the bootcamp finale, expert Facebook group strategies. You get all of this as a bonus, this Facebook Neverending Leads Bootcamp. Now, here's what Angel and Pamela, as members of the university that paid $200 for this bootcamp, said about it. Woohoo, the bootcamps are amazing. Thank you, Steve, for all you do to help us. The bootcamp webinars are worth far more than I paid. Now, here is another one. A private Facebook group for other social entrepreneurs just like you who are putting this plan, right, all the marketing 101 fundamentals, and then applying all the new Facebook tools and chatbots and things like that, learning it all. I'm in there every day. My team's in there every day. There's interaction happening. In fact, I'm going to start up a brand new group for you guys, right? And because I want to keep this group tight, I want to keep it so the interaction is really, really great. So here's the thing. Anytime you have a question about anything, go into the group and ask, and we're going to help you. You are never without help. Now, here's the biggest one of all. As the president of the university, I'm going to offer you, if you become a member of the university today, a one-on-one consulting opportunity. I will consult with you in your business. I will individually review what you're doing. I'll look at your niche. I'll look at your brand. I'll look at your unmet emotional needs, those triggers. I'll look at your Facebook ads. I'll look at your audiences. And I know, I see the most common mistakes that happen every single day. And I will look at what you're doing individually, and I will give you recommendations on what you need to change. There are programs out there that cost thousands of dollars that you don't get anything near this. You'll get this as a member of the university today. Also, if you take advantage, right today, and I'll extend this offer for 15 minutes after we get offline here, after we're done with the Q&A, how to discover your perfect customer, a step-by-step avatar guide. This is a fast action bonus. Everything focuses, right? The fulcrum of success in your business is to know exactly who you are serving. This is super important. I'll give it to you today. So there's two wildly successful choices to get involved in the university, the Kickstart Pack or the Crush It Pack. Now, the Kickstart Pack is 1 free month of the university. It's $26.99 a month thereafter, and you can cancel at any time. Access into that private Facebook group, and we have a social media prospecting made easy series where we show you on all the top social networks how you prospect like a pro. Now, that's a savings of over $1,000, right? And you see the prices of the Kickstart Pack no matter where you are in the world, right? You can get started for such a low investment. All right? Now, here's what I want to do. Tell me what you're thinking. Go over to the chat, right? Because what we're trying to do is make this extraordinarily accessible. A very simple plan with the new tools and all the marketing fundamentals that will help you with along the way. You have unlimited ability to get our help. And you've seen other entrepreneurs that have done this, right? Case study after case study after case study, exactly what they did to get their success. You can do this. I know you can do this. And we work really hard to make sure that you can get in and get involved and get very easily in a low, low price. So tell me what you're thinking. I want to go over here, all right, and take a look. Georgia, I can't tell you how much I spent on other training, and they never had anything like this from Steve. Fantastic. IKEA, is that? How is that? Is that how you say it? Sorry if I butchered your name. That's worth it right there. Chelsea, I thought it was going to be a lot more. Ileana, me too. Daniel, cool. Faye, I would say so. Linda, dang, I was expecting a bigger investment. Norma, this I can do. Tracy, sounds like this is exactly what I need. Well, let me tell you, there's another great way, the Crush It Pack. You get everything you get in the Kickstart Pack with the Crush It Pack, plus what's in blue. Now, this includes 1 free month of our blogging service, $22.49 a month, and you can cancel at any time. Facebook Neverending Leads Bootcamp, the personal support and recommendations, the consulting from me, 6-stage closing scripts and interview questions, 7-part Facebook ad template, swipe and use perfect profile, savings and bonuses of over $4,000. Here's the price of the Crush It Pack. Guys, this is something that you have every single resource at your disposal from our university. So I want to know, does this sound reasonable? Go over to the chat again. I want to hear from you because we just put everything into this. Some of us, internally, we're calling this the kitchen sink pack, right? Because I want to make sure that you have every tool. These are the tools that were deemed the most important, voted on by other members of the university when they were going through and they were implementing their plans. And by the way, success, you can have this kind of success, the successes that you're seeing here, happen within the very first 30 days from joining the university. Sometimes much, much faster than that. It just depends on how far along the process you are, like with defining your customer avatar, your perfect niche. And we can help you with that. And we can help validate that niche online as well, okay? So let me do this. I want to see what you guys are saying about the Crush It Pack over here, okay? Let's see, Becky, I'm going to crush it. Love it, Becky. Seth, so much here. Colleen, I can do this. Sandra, I'm in. Wow, Yolanda, you've been really interactive, Yolanda. I appreciate it. Is this a one-time payment? So both packs, right, are one-time payments, but then in the Crush It Pack, you have the university and the blog service that are monthly fees for $26.99 a month and $22.49 a month thereafter, but you can cancel those at any time. And we really like that because that means that we have to prove our value every single month and be there, an amazing resource tool for you. So thanks for asking that, Yolanda. I'm glad you did. Let's see, Alejandro, huge value. Chrissy, I'm in. Gene, what's the catch? So Gene, there is no catch, right? We've been working with members of the university for years and years and years. So what I'm here to say is that you can do this. There is no catch here, okay? Brooke, I'm in too. Ica, I can't remember how I tried to say that. Sold. Sebastian, how much is the monthly cost again? So you see the costs up there, the $26.99, $22.49 for the university, and for the blog service thereafter. To start out, everything's taken care of though, all the bonuses, everything in the first month for what you're seeing on the screen. Nothing to lose, I'm doing this. This is Pam. Thanks. Tremendous package, Steve. Well, thank you. We even have a lifetime pack. So if you don't want to get involved and have a monthly recurring fee with the university, you can just pay one time, you get lifetime access, everything there around the university and the private group and my help for one low price, a fixed fee, all right? One-time payment. But no matter what choice you have to get involved in the university, just go to the link on the screen or click on the Get Started Now button that's on the screen that you see there as well. But I want to tell you there is a money-back, risk-free guarantee. If you're serious about this, I'm going to allow you access for 7 days, okay? Get in, kick the tires, get into the group. Ask me questions. I just made a promise that I'm going to consult with you individually, right? Get into the fast track steps. If you do these kinds of things, you put an honest effort into it, right? And you share that results, and you just look at this though and you say, but you know what, Steve? I got into it and it's just not at all what I thought it was. I will give you your money back refunded in full. No questions asked, all right? So let's do this. I promise there's a lot more, right? There's the magnetic conversation starting ideas about fan prospecting and doing online classes like this, and then how to broadcast within Facebook Messenger. So let me start with the online classes here. This is a screenshot out of the ad manager for the university and the kind of online training classes that we do here. So under the results column, those are registrations for these classes. So here's one example. The very top row was over 1,000 results. Cost per result was $2.12. So this was an ad objective to get conversions. So you can have Facebook help you optimize the ads that you put out there for others that are doing what you want them to do, like registering for your class. Let's say that you've never done an online training before like this to get people involved in your business. We're going to show you exactly how we do it, even the webinar services that we use. But here's one big, huge secret here, okay? We want you using video, okay? You're on this class because you saw a video in your news feed, right, of the opportunity to join this class. Not only is video, it gets 5 times more engagement on Facebook than just static images. But look at this. This is what you saw in the news feed if you came in through mobile, right? Well, not only do we want to make sure that you're focusing on everything you're saying before that ... more comes up, right? Because you got to grab people's attention right there. You see a video right there, but see all that bolded text below? Do you see how much copy is there? If you put an image, they will truncate the amount of text that you can put in there significantly. So if you want people to be able to just stop without clicking more and get more information by what's right on the screen in front of them, then you're going to want to use video as well. Okay? Huge, huge in terms of conversion on video. And then also, you can create custom audiences of people that watch the video too. And then you can remarket to those custom audiences. And you can even create what Facebook calls a lookalike audience, which is basically taking the audience that looks like the people who viewed that video and show it to a lot more people like that. So you can expand your audiences tremendously. But if you don't use video, you lose one of those lookalike opportunities, okay? Now let's move on. Let's go on to fan prospecting. So all of these have leads coming to you, right? So you create a Facebook like campaign, and then they optimize it for people within the niche market that you boosted it out to. The ad for that like campaign got out in front of, right? It's already the people that you handpicked. But then as those people start liking your page, Facebook will optimize that ad for others that have that same objective. You know, your ad objective in Facebook would be create more likes. So they'll take the people that are liking your page and say, hey, within your audience, I'm going to show it to more people like them. Now, here's Erica. I officially have over 1,000 likes on my Facebook biz page, and I have this training to thank for pushing me to find my niche. This is the thing that was holding me back. Now, when you start getting that like campaign out in front of your perfect niche, you get people that are liking your page, here's what I want you to do. I want you to send a friend request to them. Now, this is, again, an idea that you may have never done before, right? But I'm just giving you tons of ideas, right, that you can use, all right? So you start sending them a friend request. Now, as they start accepting, because these are people that are in your perfect niche, right? And they've already liked your page, so a lot more of them are going to accept the friend request. Now you've got one-on-one messaging conversation capability with them because they've accepted a friend request, right? You can also go to your personal profile on Facebook, not your Facebook page, your personal profile, create a list of those people, right? And then you can start filtering your whole newsfeed by that list and seeing what those new leads, right, that you handpicked, that liked your page, accepted your friend request, your messaging one-on-one, but what they're putting up online, and you can interact with it. It's a great stay in touch strategy with new leads for your business, all right? So hopefully this is making just a ton of sense and giving you a whole bunch of new ideas that you can be doing. Here's another one, all right? And then I'm going to get right into the Q&A. Broadcasting with Facebook Messenger. So inside of Messenger, if you go in there and you put in an image or a video and send out that to one person, okay? And then on the side, you see over here this little bucket with an arrow coming out of it. You click on it. That's their forwarding feature. So now you can put the name of leads in there and it'll autofill. Mary she said, I had for my most recent group, right, where you had to pay, it was her challenge group, you had to buy her product pack in order to get into the group. She said, I had so many people in that, and I started just typing their names, there were prospects, and they started auto-populating, right, and in 5 minutes, I put in 75 names, and I sent out a message to 75 people at once. Remember we talked about must-have action step is getting scale in your business, doing things less one-on-one, more one-to-many. So you can do that inside of Facebook Messenger. Also, with all these new subscribers to your Facebook page, you can send broadcasts out to them as well. So guys, there's just a whole bunch of really great ways to use Facebook conversations, all within Messenger, on scale for your business, whether it's off your personal profile or your Facebook page. All right, I want to start getting into the Q&A here, okay? So I want to see what your questions are. So go over to the chat. Start loading it up with your questions, all right? And here are all the choices to become a member of the university. Hopefully there is a choice here that makes perfect sense for you as you've been taking notes here, right? Because I want to start working with you. I want my team to start working with you. I want you to get you into the groups, right? I want you to get into the fast track steps and start implementing this for you and your business. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start answering some of these questions. But the kind of questions that make really good sense are how you use some of the ideas. If you haven't really understood exactly, what it was we were talking about, and maybe you've never done a Facebook group before and you want to ask questions about that, anything is free game here, right? So let me do this. Let me come on over here and I'm going to start looking at the questions. Let's see. Wow. Thanks, guys. Lots of questions coming in. Let's see. Elizabeth, can I do 2 niches at the same time? I'm so excited. Wow. Let me just answer that right up front here. I'm so glad that you're excited about this, and like 2 seems better than 1, right? Well, here's the thing. I'm going to very emphatically answer that I don't want you going after 2 niche markets at the same time. Here is why, okay? You have to set up an entire system for each niche market, right? So you have to have a blog, you have to have a Facebook page, you have to have a niche market, you have to understand their emotional needs, you have to have messaging, you have to have posts, everything for them. Because if they see mixed in there that you're talking to 2 separate groups, people, one that has nothing to do with them, right? That doesn't say that, hey, you're focused on them. Right? It'll start to diffuse every single thing you do. You can't create offers. Remember that entrepreneur slide that I had up there? You can't be a jack of all trades, right? Your offers are a really great example. You can customize your offers specifically for your target market niche. If you've got 2 different niches, then you can't customize it anywhere near as well. So, I mean, I even went back and I asked the other entrepreneurs that you're seeing here, Mark and Mary and Monica and Rachel and all the others, right? And I said, what do you guys think about trying to go after two niches at the same time? And they came back emphatically, right, and said, no, I can't even imagine trying to go after two niches at the same time. But maybe you get to the point in your business where you can hire some assistants in different things and, it becomes right because you've proven that this works. And then you can launch a whole new campaign, a whole new marketing, right, for that second niche. So if you can do that, fantastic, right? But I guarantee you're going to get success by being single-minded in what you do. What are the few things that you can do to get the most results? One of the few things that you can do is pick one target market niche, all right? But I love the enthusiasm behind it. Let's see. Maureen, can I use my current Facebook page where I have over 1,200 fans now? So here's what I get this question a lot, and here's what I always ask. I said, out of those 1,200 fans, right? Remember, was it Raquel she said I had crickets, even though she had 1,600 fans on her page? If you've got crickets, if people are engaging with you when you post, then I wouldn't change it, right? But if you're not getting a lot of engagement because through blood, sweat, and tears, and from here and there and here and there and there, you kind of got a mix of people, and it's not focused on your customer niche, then here's what I'm going to have you do. I'm not going to have you delete that page. Just put it on hold, put it to the side for a moment, start up a brand new page. Remember Linda Hopkins, the daycare provider? She started a brand new page for her daycare provider niche, and in the first 2 weeks, she started having that kind of success. 787 likes, 232 shares. I mean, it was crazy engagement, right? It was all focused on that niche. So also, if you've got a bunch of likes that aren't part of your niche, then they're not going to engage. And Facebook looks at the percent fans to percent people engaging to decide how often to put your page out into the news feeds where you get exposure for free. That's organic reach out into the news feeds. So you're going to hurt yourself in a number of different ways. If you just say, I just can't let go of that page, right? Well, don't delete it. Just put it on hold and start up a new one. I guarantee no matter what you're doing, Facebook boosted posts, ads, like campaign ads, you're going to get a ton of likes. When you put yourself out in front of your perfect niche in a way that you're serving and you're helping them, you're going to get a bunch of people liking. That is not going to be a problem for you in your business. So I'm glad that you asked that question, though. Let's see. Let me keep going on here. Jessica, what comes in the Crush It pack again? So I'm seeing lots of questions about prices. Brittany says, is this a one-time fee or is there a monthly fee? Can you explain the pricing again, said John. What comes in the Crush It pack again, said Jessica. So guys, if you go to the URL on the screen, right, or you just click on Get Started, that Get Started Now button, you'll go and you'll come to a page that shows everything you get in the packs, right, and the prices and everything. So I think that'll take care of a lot of your questions here. If not, then put the question back in, and I'll certainly answer it. But that's going to, I think you're going to get a lot of your questions answered. Michael, is all this done on a Facebook page? Yes, you've got to have a Facebook page. Facebook separates church and state. Okay, so they say on my social network, anything related to business, people are going to know it's coming from a business. So that's why they created business pages. And you can only do boosted posts and ads off of pages. You can't do it off your personal profile. So yes, absolutely. Everything here, all the case studies that we're talking about, getting out in front of your perfect customer avatar, tens of thousands at a time, drawing them to you and your business, right? It's all done on a Facebook page. Got to have the Facebook page, okay? And it's super easy. If you haven't gotten one up and running, it's super easy to do. If you put up a profile on Facebook, you can create a Facebook page. And we've got ways to do that. So no problem, no problem. Let's see. Vicky, which pack do we need to get to learn how to set up Facebook Messenger autoresponder? So no matter what option you use here to purchase, you're going to get the training on the whole Facebook Messenger marketing area and the chat bots and everything. It's right there. It's for you. So no matter what choice, you're going to get that. But I'm glad you asked that because that might have been a point of confusion that I didn't make really good sense of. Let's see. Billy, well, what if I have a blog or website already? Well, if you've already got a site, a blog, and it's up and running for your business, and you know how to use it, and it's easy, and you get work done, right? And you got all the right tools to do lead capture on it, by all means, do it. And if you want to buy the option that has the blog with it to get all the other bonuses and everything, go for it. Because we'll just back out the portion that has the blog. I don't want you worrying about that at all. But a blog is a must-have, or website, right? Same thing. Just a website. Blog's a website, but you have a little bit more functionality. It's a must-have action step. We showed you, right? You can't be an online entrepreneur and not have a place that you control 100%. You can't rely on your profiles and what you can put up on your Facebook page to represent your business in total, right? No company does it that way. So you've got to have a site, a blog for your business. But like if you've got one up and running, Billy, great, go for it, no problem. Alexa, I'm confused on the whole chatbot thing. Sorry. That's okay. I said if there's anything that I've gone through here that doesn't make sense. So there's a lot that you can do with a chatbot. Did you know that you can actually, like inside a messenger, you can book hotel rooms, buy t-shirts, all kinds of crazy stuff. You can think of chatbots creating messenger not as just this inbox outbox, but kind of like anything you can do on a website page. But what we talk specifically about in getting these new one-on-one lead conversations inside a messenger is that through a chatbot, which you don't have to know anything about technology, you just have to fill in blanks and and hit save and set up that automated message. So when you on your Facebook page, any post that you put up there or post that you boost out, that you have people that comment on, which is why we started this whole training out with really easy ways, easy questions to get people to answer with comments. Because anytime somebody comments, you can send a message directly to them in Facebook Messenger, right? And that's the chatbot, right? That's just that's the tool, the technology that you don't have to worry about knowing how to recreate that. You just know how to use it. It's simple, very easy, right? But man, where else? Nowhere else with Facebook friend requests or on your Facebook page, somebody had to message you before you could one-on-one message them anytime that you wanted. So this opens up an entire huge new world through chatbots. And you can message people through your Facebook page that came in. Remember, they became a subscriber. So when they opened up that message and interacted in any way, they became a subscriber. Now you can message them one-on-one or in bulk, like you do on email. But you still get advantage of all of the interactions and the fact that we literally open up Facebook Messenger at rates of 85 to 95%. That doesn't happen. Open rates like that do not happen anywhere near that on email. Okay, so hopefully that helped explain a little bit more. If not, go ahead and post again, and I'll answer. Let's see. Jordana, is single moms a good niche? Oh, fantastic niche market. And actually, there's ways that you can even filter that down. If you're reaching out to, I don't know if you're a single mom yourself, but if you are, you can even narrow that down to single moms that are even more like you. Great start here. So I'm seeing people that are posting in niche ideas. I love it. I love it. Let's see, Beth. How often can we ask questions once we join? Unlimited amount. There's no limit to how many questions. Any question that you have to market your business online, all the tools and ways that we've been talking about here, ask away. There has never been a question of online marketing that we haven't answered in the university. We've always answered every single one of them. So I'm glad you asked that question because bottom line is ask away. We're a resource here for you. We're a tool, right? So doing these kinds of things, as you get into it, every time you do something new, or even in your second month, and you're doing something again, and you're going to run into places where you're going to have questions. We just want you to have an open range, open opportunity to ask us. Let's see, Seth. I'm totally getting this, but what's the price after the payment? So it is the prices that are shown. You just go to the link, right, or click on that Get Started Now button, and you'll see the monthly membership price for the university, $26.99, or for the blog service, $22.49. So those are the only prices, after this first payment you're seeing on the screen. And that's what you're seeing on the screen is just one-time payment, right? And unless you get the lifetime pack, right? And then with the lifetime pack, there's no future payments after it. You get everything, right, that we talked about with the university and the training. The only thing you don't get with the lifetime pack is the blog service. That one you'd have to pay monthly. We host your blog for you and help you work with it. But so hopefully that answered your question. Peggy, how much time a day should I expect to invest? So at the beginning, you spend a little bit more time, right? But Mark was a good example. He spends 2 hours a day on his business, right? And getting this up and running, I mentioned earlier, you can do it in the first 30 days, much faster than that. But if you need help defining that niche, we help you with that. And so we've had members of the university that took maybe a couple of weeks to make sure that we got just the right niche for them and that we validated it before you did any work. We validated that niche online to make sure that you could reach out and find them, very, very quickly and fast to get in front of tens of thousands of people at a time, right? So, but if that takes just a little bit of time, then it might just take a little bit more time for you, right? But when you get the foundation set, I guarantee, with just a few hours a day, you can run marketing for your business and get all kinds of new customers and clients for your business. Because I've just seen it happen many, 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 many times over. So good question. Good question. Let's see. Seth, okay, cool, fair enough. I thought that's what it was. Yolanda, do we get all the bonuses right away? Yes, as soon as you sign up, you'll get a link sent to you in an email that takes you right to a page where you get all the bonuses. So everything happens instantly here. As soon as you sign up, boom, you get login, you create a password and all that kind of stuff. You get sent the bonuses. You are off and running. Just get right into the fast track and start out with step number 1, okay? So good question. Renee, will you really work with us directly? I know there's a lot of disbelief around that, but I've been doing this for years. And absolutely. And not only will I work with you directly, I'm going to work with you individually looking at what you're doing. Because I guarantee you, let me give you an example. Putting a target audience together and then finding it as a niche audience on Facebook inside of their ad tool, I see 9 out of 10 members of the university get that wrong. Because it's not hard, but if you haven't done it before or you've never been taught how to do it right, this whole thing can blow up, right, if you're not showing it to the right people. And it's really easy to mess up that audience. So as an example, I'll work with you on your audience, make sure that you've got it right. So yeah, I will work with you directly. Thank you for asking that. Stefan, I'll be asking lots of questions. Okay, well, I'll hold you to that, Stefan. Katrina, this is what I really need. Oh, I love hearing that. And I'm looking forward to working with you, Katrina. Let's see, Judy. How quickly do answers come? So, it depends, you ask in the group, ask over email, all kinds of ways. We always answer questions within 24 hours. So many times, it's much, 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 much quicker than that. I just guarantee that within 24 hours, right? So expect you get answers quicker than that. But if I'm consulting one-on-one with you, it might be, within 24 hours, but I'd say probably the average on the group is just within an hour. But, with me personally, probably within 12 hours or so. But within a day is what we promise, okay? So I'm glad you asked that. Yolanda, I've already signed up and going right into the fast track steps. Fantastic. And you got the fast action bonus too. So guys, here's what I want to do. Hopefully, I've taken enough time on the class already here. If there are other questions that you have that I didn't get to, just send them into customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. Customer service at practicalsocialmedia.com. I will make sure that every single one of your questions is answered, whether you join the university or not. But if you'd like to join the university, get faster, longer lasting results, get our help, get my help in particular, just go to the link you see on the screen, okay? Or click on that Get Started Now button, all right? And I'm going to hold open for 15 minutes after we get offline here, that fast action bonus for that customer avatar guide, all right? So I just want to say thank you. I know you have busy lives. You can't be an adult in the world today and not have way too much to do in a day. So I really want to say thank you for coming here. Hopefully you just took a ton of notes and you got a ton out of this. And I hope that we have a chance to work with you in the university and a chance to do big things with you in your business. I have been working with other entrepreneurs just like you for years. And just so you know a little bit about my background, by the way, I worked in advertising agencies for years in New York and Madison Avenue, in LA, in San Francisco. I worked in top 10 interactive agencies. I was the director of client service for a top 10 interactive agency where we worked with Nike and Visa and Miller Brewing. I've been a CEO of my own business here. I was a CMO, Chief Marketing Officer of a Hollywood startup. So the bottom line is, I've been around this for a long time, and I've been helping other entrepreneurs like you for a long time. So I can help you get results that I know you can't get on your own. And you've got a money-back guarantee. Try it out. Hopefully we'll see you in the university. Hopefully you just learned a ton. So thank you once again, and we'll see you soon.